Greetings, my fellow humans. 'Tis I, your humble bard. So, it's Sunday, and after breakfast I'm washing up the dishes. And I'm not thinking about anything in particular, just kind of humming along to myself. That old song by the Scorpions from the 80s, Wind of Change. Well, it's probably enough to get me a copyright strike. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, so I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, that song, I mean, if you don't know, the Scorpions are a band from Germany, West Germany at the time. And that was a song that they sang about when the Berlin Wall came down and when Germany went through reunification. Because for us old folks, that was something we experienced. We didn't think that was going to happen. I mean, those who were more in the know than my teenage butt maybe saw it coming. But I think I was 19 when the Berlin Wall came down. So I was, a bit self-centered back then, as a lot of young people can be. So I'm doing dishes and I'm singing this song and I'm thinking to myself suddenly, what would it be like if something like that happened here in the United States? I mean, like, people talk about how polarized our politics is, how tribal and everything. Does it feel like East-West Germany? Does it feel like that Cold War team mentality? Could be. So what would that look like? I mean, and then I cracked myself up because I was like, well, obviously in this metaphor, MAGA is the wall. I mean, like, literally. MAGA, build the wall, build the wall. Okay, here we go. This is the wall in this metaphor. If the wall is going to come down, that would be it, right? Like, what if this election year, 2024, is the knockout punch that MAGA didn't get in the last election cycle? Maybe, because, like, if you look at, like, the special elections over the last, like, year or two, and I mean, going all the way back to, like, the red wave that never happened, there's a possibility, and I'm not counting it likely because the American electorate will disappoint you like the Chicago Cubs in the 1980s. But occasionally, we do manage to do something good. And maybe 24 can be the year where people are like, all right, I guess we're going to have to just accept Biden-Harris and just, like, give them, let's start needling them now in the spring about, like, okay, so we get it. Orange man bad. Nobody wants that shit. But what are you going to do for us? Like, you want a majority in Congress? What are you going to give us for it? If we give you a majority in Congress, we going to get that student loan debt relieved? We going to get weed taken care of? We going to get healthcare sorted? If we give you a majority, are you going to do the things that you've been saying that you can't do because, oh, well, we just don't have the power? Or are you going to be like, MAGA with their border shit where, well, we can't actually solve the problem because we need this problem to run on? Show us something. Treat the entire country like Missouri. Show us. Show us what you're going to do, and then when the sky doesn't fall, when the world does not end because we enact a progressive agenda, when the hell and damnation does not rain from the sky just because you give someone some shelter and food and let them work up from that floor. When none of the horrible things that all of the nattering nabobs on the right say is going to happen when we go into socialism, when none of that comes to pass, maybe then we can put that all behind us and say, okay, what's next? It's just what I'm thinking. I hope it gives you something to think about. Y'all take care now. Thank you for your valuable time and attention.